It's interesting that you talk about the travel, because when we talked to Morgan Spurlock about the Comic-Con doc, he was saying he was kind of going on the road to do this sort of tour. And I asked him, what do you do for Morgan time? Because you're going to be, you know, you're jet lagged and you're going to different places, and I'm sure the you know, constant barrage of things going on maybe wears on you. So what do you do to recharge so that you're fresh?
I try and find 4 hours and escape to the golf course. Like, I'll play by myself, I'll play with actor friends, I'll play with anybody who wants to go knock the ball around a little bit. I used to get really into it when I was a kid and really competitive and frustrated if I wasn't playing well. Now I just appreciate being able to be out of the office and on the golf course for 4 hours or so. So I do that. If I have a weekend when I'm not covering a film or traveling, I'll try and find some time to get out there and just to be outside and hang out with friends. And that's been a real kind of lifesaver as things have gotten more stressful in my career.
Well, I'm curious too, what's the typical day like for you? Because you said that you really have a lot of, no day is really the same.
Yeah.
So what's sort of the...
I mean, honestly, that's something that's been really exciting for me covering movies the last 10 years or so, is that there isn't really a typical day. Every movie has a different life in terms of how they roll out to the public. And as somebody who works in the press, you know, we're instrumental in that process. So sometimes you have to go see a movie really early before it comes out. Sometimes you see a film at midnight, the day it's released. Sometimes you're doing interviews a month in advance, 3 months in advance. Sometimes you're doing it a week before. So every day is really different. Today, came into the office for a few hours, did some voiceovers for a set visit piece I had done on a movie called Rush with Olivia Wilde, and did some voiceovers, hang out with you guys for a little bit, make some phone calls, and then I'm going to go interview everybody from To Rome with Love, and then I'm going to go see Bill Cosby do stand-up tonight at the Beverly Hills Hotel, so I'm very excited about that. So that's an awesome day. Like, I try and build days that keep me productive, keep me interacting with a lot of different people, but every day is different. You know, it depends on the season. Summer movie season now, so there's a lot of stuff rolling out, so it keeps us busy. Usually, you know, in March or April things are a little slower, but yeah, every day is different, which is really what I love about the job.
Did you know from a young age that you would never be that 40-hour-a-week guy? Yeah,
I mean, I saw that with my dad. You know, my dad would go to movies at night, and he'd be on the early newscast at 5:30 or something on Friday mornings, and he'd have to sometimes occasionally work a weekend or whatever it was. I just always saw his schedule kind of moving around, and it was never just go to work at 9 and come home at 7. It was, every day was different, and I didn't know I was going to end up doing something very similar to him, but I knew that I would want to be kind of on the go and try and make a life for myself where I didn't have that traditional work environment. So I'm trying to figure it out still.